Artrell Hawkins up from the secondary with the stop.
And Jacksonville facing that third down, converted on a couple of long passes, and all of a sudden they're making something happen here with their first possession of the second half, but it has not been happening on the ground. This New England defense has been smothering Maurice Jones-Drew no matter where he's tried to go.
You know, we talk about dangerous teams this time of year, Dan, and there are a whole handful of them in the AFC that you'd just be scared to death to face at crunch time if you had to.
I agree.
On 2nd and 10, Garrard with protection, runs out of the pocket, slides down at the 35.
Well, the crowd wants a call, but you can't go into your slide that late and expect a defensive guy to miss you. David Garrard wisely heads upfield. And Bantha Kane puts a shoulder into him, but that's just a late slide. That is, you cannot expect a guy not to touch him at all. And quarterbacks wear pads too.
Another big third down facing Garrard. Throws near side. Jones-Drew had it bounce off his hands, incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Rodney Harrison was all over Maurice Jones-Drew. Even if that had been a completion, I don't think it would have gone for much of anything.
And the field goal unit is coming out here. Josh Scobie lining up for what would be a 54-yard field goal attempt. Call it 53 officially. Here's the kick on its way. It is no good.
Well, now New England's going to get some mighty good field position.
Pretty chancy call by Jack Del Rio. 7:31 to play, third quarter. 10-point lead for New England. One week left in the regular season. All kinds of possibilities still exist. There you see the wild card picture and those still in the hunt. Buffalo and Tennessee doing battle today. The loser of that falls out of the playoff race. And right now, Tennessee is leading it with plenty of time to go. Brady back to work on offense. First down. And as you mentioned, Dan, Patriots with good field position. Their own 43. Brady, lots and lots of time. Now on the run. Slides down at the 46-yard line. You know, the sliding down looks like it's becoming dangerous business.
Well, you know, the whole intent of the hook slide was so that a quarterback could give himself up. And when he gave himself up, you're not allowed to hit him. But giving yourself up can't come at the last nanosecond and expect you to avoid all semblance of contact. You can't ask the impossible.
Tom Brady with a career high 27 yards rushing today. 2nd and 7, pass inside the 40, complete to Daniel Graham. That's enough for a first down, and here comes New England again.
Again, Tom Brady, even with a 10-point lead, you are what you are. And that is, this is a passing offense. That's their scheme today, predominantly out of the shotgun. You'd think a passing offense wouldn't have a time of possession advantage like they do, but it's a highly controlled passing game.
Jacksonville fans imploring their defense to make a stop. Brady throws far side of the field, complete and out of bounds to Riche Caldwell.
This is one of those days that is going to boost Tom Brady's completion percentage, because not very many of his passes have hit the ground.
He is 20 of 26 for 194 yards. On 2nd and 2, this is Childress out of the backfield, and that's complete to the 26-yard line. That's close to another first down, maybe about a yard short.
Short of the first down brings up 3rd and 1.
Childress looked like he landed awkwardly there. No hurry to get up, and he's a little, he looks a little tender. He's calling, asking to come out of the game.
Which is the last thing a guy just up from the practice squad wants to do.
No, exactly right.
3rd and 1.
You can see Jacksonville a little more ready on the defensive line. Tom Brady might have been wanting to sneak it, and he found out that they were ready for it.
There was a moment there where I thought, that was a pretty doggone good throw. I can probably play.
My sophomore year against Thomasville, I only got 3 balls. And those 3 went for 144 yards and 2 touchdowns. I knew right then that I was on my way.
The stadium was rocking, it was packed. Got a total of 400-some yards. That's when I knew.
When people stopped calling me Archie's boy, started calling me Peyton, that was a big moment for me.
Four minutes, 52 seconds to play. 3rd quarter. And the Jaguars trying to stack it up against Brady and the New England offense. 3rd and short. Whistles blows.
We might have had a false start.
It is.
Looked like the tight end to this side for New England might have moved early.
False start, number 82, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Daniel Graham.
He's right here. See that right there? Yep, there it goes. That flinch. That's more than enough to bring out the flag.
So now it's 3rd and 6 from the 31.
There goes Kevin Falk, clear to the top of your screen.
Brady throwing this side of the field, incomplete. Troy Brown, his intended receiver. And Rashae Caldwell putting up a fuss with the nearest official.
And now it's going to be New England that's going to try a long field goal.
Now Gostowski is connected on a 52-yarder this season.
This will be less than that.
This will be 49 yards. Castle's hold is good. The kick is on the way. It is no good.
He didn't play that draw his.
4:43 to play in the 3rd. Jack Del Rio says, oh, you betcha, we're still alive. Stephen Gostowski had kicked 11 straight field goals, pulled that one just to the left, and now it's the Jaguars who are the beneficiary of good field position at their own 39-yard line. Maurice Jones-Drew up the middle across the 40 to the 42.
Well, here's Gostowski's field goal from behind. He's got a pretty good draw to his kicks. We saw one where he started to the right. Think there are any competitive juices flowing here?
Every point on the board for New England puts them a step closer to the AFC East title.
And Stephen, I think, wisely avoided number 12 when he went over to sit down.
109 yards rushing on the day for Maurice Jones-Drew. Play fake to him this time. Garrard throwing, intercepted. There's a penalty marker down in the backfield as Garrard is flat on his back.
Well, he threw it under duress.
Personal foul, roughing the passer.
What a huge penalty against the Patriots. Going to negate that interception. All right, David Garrard plants. He's looking down. He's looking down. And after the fact, did they call Seymour? There's two guys there. Let's see which one of the two actually is going to get called for it. Well, I would think it looks like Seymour and Tully Banta-Cain are the two guys there.
Looks like Richard Seymour.
Yeah, it might have been Seymour.
So this is going to advance the ball all the way to the New England 43.
Well, that's two roughing the passer penalties, one on Clint Ingram, the rookie for Jacksonville, and now one on the Patriots. If you're keeping score at home, you can say things have evened out, but that one negated an INT.
Garrard on the move, near side, looking, throwing deep, has a man open. That's complete inside the 5 to Ernest Wilford. First and goal at the 2 for Jacksonville.
Well, keeping it alive with his feet. That's what David Garrard brings to the quarterback position. He's so dangerous on the move. Breaks containment, but look at the quality of that throw. Yeah, Ernest Wilford has to make an adjustment. He's expecting it over his left shoulder. He's got to go back, turn around, but he got it done.
Meanwhile, Maurice Jones-Drew to the 1.
When your quarterback, and there's a flag on the far side of the field, when your quarterback rolled that far out and throws on the run, you can't quibble about which shoulder the ball arrives on.
David Garrard says it's against New England.
Offside. Defense. Half the distance to the goal. It's still first down.
So the ball moves to the 1 yard line on the penalty, and it's first and goal from the 1. Jones-Drew in the backfield with Derek Wimbush blocking in front of him.
How's that for a power formation?
Jones-Drew straight ahead, touchdown.
No pretense there on the part of the Jacksonville Jaguars. That was a here we come right at you formation. Can you stop it?
12th rushing touchdown of the season. His 15th overall. His second of the day.
And down 10 points, throwing an interception, looking bad, all of a sudden transforms itself into, if this is good, a 3-point game.
From looking bad to looking pretty good. Scobie's kick is good. 3 minutes, 6 seconds to play. Third quarter, and the Jaguars pull to within 3. He's a bowling ball, Dan. He's a bowling ball.
He gets in there. He's following some really good blocking, though. That's just excellent power football right off right guard. Kyle Brady, the tight end. Bruschi goes flying right over the top. There were no wide receivers on the field for that formation. Nothing but tackles, tight ends, fullbacks, and touchdowns.
15 touchdowns on the season for the youngster. Not bad for a guy who says, you know, coming in, I didn't expect to play much at all. I want to remind you, coming up next, we're not done when we're done here. Carson Palmer and the Cincinnati Bengals take on Jay Cutler and the Denver Broncos, or the Chargers at Seattle against the Seahawks. Check your local listings.
This single weekend every year is the weekend that has the most football games that have playoff implications. It is just loaded up and down the schedule. Games that have to be won if you want to keep the playoff dream alive. Divisions to be won. That's what we're looking at today. A division for New England. Hope for Jacksonville.
Ellis Hobbs is going to run it out of his end zone. 20. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. To the outside, across the 30, out to the 35-yard line, and a terrific return from Ellis Hobbs, who ran one back 93 yards against Houston.
Well, first of all, kudos to Hobbs for taking it out of the end zone when he was 4 yards deep. He comes right in behind his wedge. His wedge was stationary, so I'll just knock my wedge down. You don't see that every day. The return man ran into the wedge, flattened one of the wedge guys, and then took off on his own.
We've had a high incidence of teammates bumping into each other today. Under 3 minutes.
You'd like that wedge headed upfield, Greg. You'd like not just standing there.
And once again, the Jacksonville fans are into it. Brady throws near side, and that is complete to David Thomas, his new best friend on the field.
When you have confidence that you can win on the road, and then look at that, the Patriots 5-1 this year on the road, giving up only an average of 11 points a game. That kind of confidence is, this is where it comes home to roost. 17.5 minutes left in this game in regulation. This is one confident football team.
2nd and 5. Brady on the move, penalty marker flies. That pass incomplete.
Well, that's holding on right tackle Nick Hasher. He had a full-blown grab going on there.
Holding number 77, offense. 10-yard penalty. It's still 2nd down.
You know, I called David Thomas Brady's new best friend. He came into this game 6 catches for 76 yards and no touchdowns, and Thomas 4 for 69 and a touch today.
He has certainly joined Brady's bunch. I'm sorry.
2nd and 15. Brady over the middle. Oh, caught across the 40 by Thomas. And about a yard shy, maybe even closer than that, to a 1st down.
Boy, does Tom deliver this under duress. He has got Jacksonville defenders closing in. There comes Paul Spicer. Spicer's actually got a hand on him. Marcus Stroud coming in from the other side.
And we're going to get a measurement here. It's that close. How big has David Thomas come up today?
The spot on the field looks like it might be a little short. Bold prediction considering the chains haven't even left the sidelines yet, but what do I have to lose?
Hey, that's never stopped you. A little short. Let's see what the Jaguars do about the possibility of a Tom Brady quarterback sneak.
Well, you're ahead by 3. You're going to just not do anything crazy here. All you want to do is move these chains, keep them moving. I don't think the quarterback sneak's going to be an option. It looked to me like last time Jacksonville was ready for it. They forced a New England timeout.
Dillon and Heath Evans in the backfield. Dillon, 1st down to midfield.
Don't put your head up against the immovable object. If they're going to play the gap in the two, look at those 2 tackles right on the shoulder of the center. If they're going to be in there, go ahead and run off tackle, and that's exactly what the Patriots did. Heath Evans, the lead blocker, couldn't even find anybody to hit. Right behind Matt Light and Logan Mankins.
New England continues to dominate in time of possession, but they lead by just 3 on the board. 1st down from midfield. Brady to throw. Moreeeee hit hard, spins off a tackler to the 46-yard line. We go to JB in New York. James.
Hey, Greg, Maurice Jones-Drew's crosstown rival in college when he was at UCLA. Of course, Reggie Bush at USC, 1-yard score, career-high 91 rushing yards. Greg, 20-7 Saints on top of the Giants at the Meadowlands. Greg Gumbel, Dan Deerdorf.
And you see there, thank you, JB, the Saints can clinch a first-round bye with a win and with a loss by the Dallas Cowboys. Corey Dillon back into the backfield on 2nd and 6. Dillon brought to a stop at the 43, and with that, time will wind down here in the 3rd quarter. We come to the end of 3. The Jags trailing 17-14. We're back after this message and a word from your local station. Brady gonna throw for the end zone. Diving catch and the touchdown. Happy holidays, everyone, to you and yours. Those are the guys who conducted the flyover at the start of our game today. Nice they can come back and catch the rest of it. First view was a little high up and quick. 3rd and 3 as we start the 4th quarter. Quick pass out to the side. Great play on the side by Chet Jackson made the catch. Gerald Sensabaugh made the hit.
Well, that's called sitting on a route. Gerald Sensabaugh, the strong safety. He's got man coverage on this, and boy, talk about squaring up, going upfield and going right through your guy. Chad Jackson never gets an opportunity to plant his feet and head upfield.
So Todd Sauerbrunn ready to kick it to Alvin Pearman. Fair catch. Dropped it and picked it up at the 10. David Garrard back to work, trailing by 3. Most of the 4th quarter ahead of him. .16 to play, 4th quarter. David Garrard and the Jaguars start from their own 10-yard line. Pretty dominant, the Jaguars, in scoring in the 4th quarter over their last 6 games. This is Maurice Jones-Drew for a couple. Let's go back to the 3rd quarter, Dan.
Well, it started out with a touchdown from Tom Brady. He finds David Thomas. The rookie gets his first touchdown. Then we had a couple of missed field goals. First, Scobie misses it, pushes it to the right. Then hooking it to the left is Gostkowski. And boy, that didn't sit well with Tom Brady. He put together a good drive to get him there. David Garrard throws an interception, but it was roughing the passer, kept the drive alive, and then Jones-Drew finished it off with a touchdown that got Jacksonville within 3.
And we come back with Jones-Drew out to the 18-yard line. That'll leave Jacksonville 2 yards shy of a first down, 13.5 minutes to play. Jacksonville staring their season right square in the eye right now, Dan.
And they're going to a passing formation as Reggie Williams, Matt Jones and company come in, and they're going to spread the field.
Garrard throwing, that's complete. Matt Jones, first down to the 23. To JB in New York for an NFL Today update.
Hey, Greg, what did Dan Dierdorf say? Surprise, surprise, passing game. Yep, look at Manning. Familiar hookup, 105th hookup there to Marvin Harrison. Peyton Manning tied Joe Montana 7th all-time with 273 touchdown passes, all tied at 24 late in the 4th. Back to Greg and Dan.
All right, JB, thank you. And as you see there, the Colts can clinch a first-round bye with a win and a Baltimore loss, although at last report, Baltimore leading Pittsburgh.
Right now, Jacksonville looking at a whole bunch of green in front of them before they get into scoring position, and not doing much on first down is not a help. Right now in this second half, Maurice Jones-Drew has had tough sledding. This offensive line is not finding much of a crack in this New England defense running the ball.
Second and 10. Here comes the blitz. Garrard on the move, trying to find running room, and hit and knocked out of bounds at about the 30-yard line on the far side of the field. Asante Samuel, Rodney Harrison with the chase on that side. 3rd and 3.
And that is really the difference right there in what David Garrard can bring to the position over Byron Leftwich is his ability to get outside the pocket and make something happen. Now what he has to watch out for is making a bad decision once he gets outside that pocket. He's made one so far, but didn't have to pay for it because a New England penalty negated the interception. But again, they converted one just a moment ago. Now another critical 3rd down.
We get a whistle.
This is the first charge timeout.
And a timeout. Jacksonville. 11:08 to play. 4th quarter. .11:08 to play, 4th quarter. David Garrard on the left, Byron Leftwich, the starter at the beginning of the season, played 6 games before being knocked out for the remainder of the year. Looking on, 3rd and 3, and they're going to try to run it, and that's going nowhere. Ty Warren all over Maurice Jones-Drew.
Well, you can't blame the call. Try to get the ball into the hands of your biggest playmaker, and that is number 32. Just New England really did a good job of honoring their gaps, their responsibilities. And now the pressure is going to go squarely on the shoulders of Jacksonville's defense.
High kick by Hansen. This is Kevin Falk. Falk sliding down across the 30-yard line. And once again, Tom Brady and his offensive partners. Jacksonville fans trying to inspire their defense. They need a stop. 10:29 to play, 4th quarter, the season on the line. Tom Brady having a masterful day at quarterback. Running out of time, slips to his left, throws over the middle, finds his target. Jabbar Gaffney, who has had a big day receiving. That's a 1st down for New England.
Well, that was really good work by Tom Brady, buying some extra time, leaving the pocket. Straight 4-man rush for Jacksonville, but he gets a little pressure from his left, but look how he squares up. Look how he's able to go ahead, step into the throw, and that's a beautiful strike downfield. Again, though, shotgun on 1st down, almost exclusively the entire day.
Throwing near side this time, diving attempt. Doesn't come up with it. Rashae Caldwell, the intended receiver.
Boy, it's always touchy when you go after Rashean Mathis. If I was Tom Brady, and of course I'm not, but I'd sure be looking at a lot of the field that didn't involve throwing it at number 27. He is a ball magnet with 7 interceptions.
And headed for the Pro Bowl. 2nd and 10. Brady incomplete. Once again, Rashae Caldwell, the intended receiver. 3rd and 10.
So it's the offense that New England has been running all day, throwing the football, but in protecting a lead, as you can see, these incompletions aren't burning up any time.
Brady throwing far side of the field and overthrew Troy Brown.
Well, kudos to Jacksonville's defense. Their offense couldn't get it done.